Hello! I'm so excited. My name is Anna Goward. I'm 18 and I graduate this year. Is this a ton of personal information? I don't know. In September, I leave for 9 months with Adventures and Missions on the World Race Gap Year trip, and I'll be going to Swaziland, Nepal, India, and Guatemala. So in this specific video, I'm just gonna be talking about my tent, which is right here. I've officially figured it out, which is super exciting. Stay tuned if you wanna know the guidelines of what kind of World Race tent to get, as well as a guideline of how to set it up and why you would want a certain tent and all of that jazz. So let's just jump right into it. It's kind of crazy and awesome how God provided me with my gear. Basically, someone ended up giving me all of their gear for free, which is insane. It saved me hundreds of dollars and it was a total answered prayer. So I have all this gear. I've had it since like November, like October or November, and I didn't know what anything was. I just knew it saved me a ton of money, and whether it was ideal or not, I was keeping it. So I just pulled out my tent now that I have all the information about what it needs to be like, because I didn't even know what brand it was. I didn't know how much it weighed. I just knew I had a tent. This is my tent. It's small, and it's gonna be my home, so that's frightening. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I just know the Lord's called me to it and I'm real freaking excited. So my trip advisor, her name is Raylan, and she's fabulous, and she made a whole post about tents, as I mentioned earlier. And she said that a tent should be 5 pounds or less, and I just weighed mine while it was in its whole case and everything, and it's like 5 pounds and some amount of ounces. So it's not too much heavier than 5 pounds. So I think it's gonna work. She also suggested that it be a 2-person tent, so you have room for yourself and for gear. And then also it has to be freestanding, which means it doesn't need stakes to go into the ground, because sometimes you'll be in dry areas, so you can't have it reliant on the ground to keep it in place. It needs to be freestanding. So there's the big parts of finding a tent: weight, freestanding, and it needs a footprint, so like a tarp should go underneath it. I didn't know what a footprint was. I think they should just call it a tarp, quite honestly. But anyway, you need a tarp to go under it so that if it tears on the ground, you're not screwed and you don't have bugs crawling into your tent. And then what was the other thing? A rain cover, because it's probably gonna rain at some point and you don't wanna be wet. There's all I know about tents. Now I'm going to open it. Okay, I'm gonna loosen these things because there's no spot to just there's a tent. Oh, check it out. Now it's open. So that was just a cute little cover for it. There's the tent. It's going so smoothly. Oh, what's this? Footprint! All right, tent poles. Okay, and this, I'm assuming, is the actual tent. This is wild that all of this fits into that little thing. Okay, so there's the tent. There's the poles. And this must be the rain cover. Okay, this has gotta be the rain cover. I'm so cringy. This is important. The tent is Kelta brand, which is one that, Kelty. So clueless. Kelty. It says Kelty Salida 2. The 3 tent brands that our TripAdvisor Raylan mentioned to us were Kelty, and then Marmot, and REI. So it looks like my case for it is REI. Rain cover and the tent itself are Kelty. The footprint is REI. REI and Kelty for my tent gear. Ooh, I just found another piece. It's more things that I won't know what to do with. And they're stakes, so I didn't think it needed stakes. Well, shoot, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay, this one's been. Okay, so I just Googled the tent and it looks like I basically have the most ideal tent for the race, which of course, shout out to God. So basically it is a Kelty Salida 2 tent. It is freestanding. It is ultra light. It says it has 4.4 out of 5 stars, 2-person tent. I'm assuming that's what the 2 in Salida 2 means, perhaps. High sidewall protection, which I guess is a really good thing. I sound so stupid. I love nature. I love camping. I've never been in charge of buying the tent. So there's that. What else did it say? They said it's good for many different seasons because it has fabric mesh walls. Fabric mesh is what it said it's made out of. And it has a D-shaped door. So it's easy entry. They said it's very easy to set up. There's color-coded clips, which sounds great. I can probably figure that out. And the poles fold down really nice. But the floor space is 30 square feet. It says it's very roomy for 1 person, which means I'll be able to fit my pack and my day pack in there, which is ideal. And then it's cozy for 2. So if I need to share with a friend, which I'm totally down for, that will be possible as well. I'm realizing now that in this little case that my tent came in wasn't just the tent. Keep in mind it was also the footprint. So the footprint weighs something as well. And so the weight of the tent is 4-point-something pounds, which means it is under 5 pounds. The tent itself is light and meets the suggestion that our TripAdvisor had, and then the footprint fits in with the case. So that's why it was a little bit over 5 pounds. It is freestanding. So that means that these stakes that I found are gonna be for something because they clearly are used. I just don't know what they're used for, but it is a freestanding tent, so we'll figure that out together. So yeah, let's go. That was weird. Let's go. Okay, so I have the 2 poles through the tent. It looks like this right now. Step 2, figure out how to make it stand up. Okay, I just read another article, yet another one. It says to put the poles through the little loop things at the end. These. This person said that once you put it through there, it basically sets itself up, so we're gonna try that. You guys, did you see this? It just happened in like 30 seconds. OMG. Call me a camper. Y'all, check this out. Also, turns out it's a Salida 2, not Salida. Well, I feel extremely empowered right now. So next step will be footprint and rain cover. Don't know what these are for, but we'll probably get there too. This is so exciting. My dad's gonna be so proud of me. Check it out! It is spacious in here. So basically, there would have been a much easier way to go about setting up the tent, but it still worked out the way that I did. I put the poles through first, through the clips, and then I put the ends of the poles into the grommets. I learned that's what they're called. They're just the gold rings at the corners of the tent. But what most people do on other videos I've been watching is they put the ends of the poles into the grommets first, and then they stand them up in the middle like that, and then they lift up the clips and clip them on. So it just makes a little bit more sense. It's flexible. You can do it however you want and it'll work because there's a tent and it didn't take me that long. The footprint should go down first. I'm not going to open mine in here because it is used and it's pretty dirty, but all you do is literally just a tarp and it goes down first, and then you line up the grommets with the grommets in those corners as well, and it just protects the floor of the tent. So it's really simple. So now I'm gonna go about putting on the rain cover, which is also super easy. You guys, this is literally so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so I think I just figured that out. It was super simple. I'm gonna show you guys, I don't know. It's literally just clips like this. So it just went over the corner. It was color coded. So this gray connected to this gray. See, that's the grommet right there. Can you see that?
Yeah, this little gold ring is the grommet, so that's where the pole went through. And then the tent went over there, and then the rain cover clipped right over top of it. And then the footprint would be right below that. So this would clip into the grommet on the footprint. That.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you're a future racer, this was helpful to you. I highly recommend this Kelty brand because it was super simple to put up. The videos I watched of REI tents were really easy as well. And I do think that the stakes, because these things I had earlier, I think you can put stakes in just to secure it, but I think that in the case that this would be in a dry area, the stakes aren't absolutely necessary. I'm honestly excited to live out of a tent. Thank you so much for watching and for praying for me and my journey with all of this. I will link my blog down below if you would like to read, and if you'd like to donate, you can do that there as well. So thank you so much. God bless all of you. I hope you're growing closer to Jesus each day, and yeah, smile today if you haven't yet.